we do actually have a very, I don't want to say short, but short clip showcasing the beginning of Bellatin. Well, end of Bellatin, but the day
He's
after.
at the house feeding his hangover. Got an
As you can
invite,
see, the
too,
party
I
was
think.
wild.
Is Geralt
It even had
hangover?
an effect on Geralt.
Can he get hangover?
Woman.
I mean,
No,
he can
not
get
really.
tired.
He can be tired.
Yeah.
But
Strange
in
as
classic
dreams go.
form, you lose a friend on a big night
What
out.
was that girl?
That's exactly
It's
the
usually
deal.
everyone else who gets a hangover.
But yeah, we just talked about how important Bellatin is, but can we actually go back to like the very basics? So when and where the story takes place? Without like big spoilers.
Without big spoilers. Let's start with where. So,
I can talk about the where, exactly.
okay.
Let's go.
So it's the whole thing plays out in Letten, which is the birthplace of Dandelion. It's in the north, somewhere halfway between Covid and Cadeven, for all you map nerds out there. If you go to the Gulf of Praxeda and take the Buina River to the east and take a right on the Nimnar River, on the other southern shore of the Nimnar, you will find this lovely place that you get to
Hunting
have a
sounds
beautiful
kinda
glimpse
familiar.
about. But it's in the
Can it
north
be?
if you want the short, the LDR version.
So I guess we can now go to when.
So, the events of third expansion unravel after Geralt hoped to retire at Corvo Bianco, but then yet another adventure unveils. So this is what I would share for now. And then, of course, he has a good reason why to be back on the path.
The basic story, the basic outline has some really, really great vision elements that we want to cater to, but also enable the player side of exploration, not just the story side of exploration. So we are an open world RPG, and we are going to stay true to that in Songs of the Past as well. And we want to make sure that you are enabled to explore, but guided gently towards elements of the story so you can still experience it as we sort of intend, but in your own pace, if you understand what I'm saying. So it's directed, but gently, and lets you engage in open world activities while you're already invested in a greater storyline unfolding. So it's still up to you, but nicely framed. And this, I think, was one of the biggest challenges still, which was the biggest challenge in the original game as well.
And I guess on that, Peter, what, as players are sort of taking in the world and the architecture and all the work that the team has done, what's something that you really hope that they'll get to see and immerse themselves in, and maybe like the finer details?
Well, there's going to be a lot of beautiful stuff and a lot of characteristics that you can experience, and they are going to be obvious. But I would like the players to pay attention to the second layer of this whole world, which is the level design intention. I'm speaking towards my department, of course, because there's a lot of goodwill and greatly skilled intention behind every single pebble, every single asset placed to basically enable what we mentioned earlier, this kind of gentle guidance to make sure that you see everything that we intended you to see, but still let you roam free in the most convenient and accessible manner. So whenever you're on any path, you're enjoying any interior castle, dungeon, anything that you engage with, if you have a moment to appreciate all the good intent, the framing, the composition, the colors, the lighting, do yourself a favor and pay attention to that, because there's a lot of professional skill and effort that went into every square centimeter of this new world.
Yeah, I think while we traverse through Letten, could you tell us more about the inspiration? Because I already see in comments that it looks like Italy, it looks different than what we're used to. So maybe a few words about creation of Letten.
Right, so we still wanted to keep this character of Letten that is very close to our fond childhood memories of holidays spent at grandma and grandpa in the countryside. So when exploring Letten, when entering Letten, you should feel that from the get-go, right? This is a very calm land, an idyllic land, a rich one, but also mornings are fresh, right? You can see the crisp light traveling on all the vegetation and like shining on you through the leaves, and you can actually feel it that it's peaceful, it's there. So it's familiar for the Polish countryside, I would say, but also, as we can see right now, we also took some inspirations from British Isles when it comes to architecture, and it has a further connection to the lore, to the story of this place, because Dandelion, whose family is the owner of the land, they are counts, right? So as we were looking for something connected with the title of the count itself, we were looking into the British Isles as well, to Tudors a little bit.